Hey, what's up, everybody? Bringing you an early look at the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive 2018 1000 Toy Synthetic Human Test Type. So, thanks to 1000 Toys, they sent me out one early to review and talk about it. And obviously, you guys know I'm a big fan of 1000 Toys, and it's a pleasure to do this. So I'm really happy, especially because I missed out on the 1/6 scale test type. So I'm really happy to have this. Anyway, let's get started. The first thing I want to talk about with the test type human is the new addition of the clear face. Now, this is really dope. If you have the 1/6 scale one, you already know what you're getting into. But this one just looks dope. Something about it just reeks of the iRobot vibe, the whole test type look. It's something that I really enjoy. There's a nice little decal at the top to show you the study of the head. And because of the translucent, clear, and smoky look, it just looks really dope. The eyes have red in it. It's just something that's just really dope about it, that I like the look of it on the test type colors. It just looks really, really well. It's brought out so well. Now, in terms of articulation and what's different, now the articulation is all the same, but the test type body is actually different from the normal body, as you can see here, color-wise. So color-wise, you see here, this one is a more beige. The grays are in different spots, and I was being a little too crazy because I was actually working on popping out and swapping parts. So let's fix that up. So as you can see, the beiges and the grays are a little different. So this one has areas of grays in the center. Meanwhile, the gray here is a more cooler, duller, if you should say. The ball joints are gray and there's a translucent piece here as well. I don't know, something about the test type, I really love these colors. It's so nice. The joints are stiff. It doesn't wobble. Over time it will if you obviously play with them a lot like I do. But it doesn't matter. They'll be able to hold the pose just fine. As you can see here, there's also numbering on the vertebrae of the skull. It's really nice. Really, really nice. There's also heavy industry logos everywhere and decals all over. The spinal cord is marked, so it's really nice. It's labeled 1, 2, 3, 4 at the top, and then 1 through 5, and then a 1 and a 2 here again, and again, and again. So it's really, really cool. Now, in terms of articulation, the human body of synthetic human is actually really dope because there's rotating joints here in the arms. The head and the neck have tons of rotation. It can get a lot of articulation around, so it's not really an issue. The arms are double jointed. The hands are on a ball joint that swivel all the way through and around. The pegs come off very easily, so there's no issue. The arms can fold forward and even wrap around to do very human-like poses. The articulation in the ab actually goes really far. It goes back just as far as well. It rotates at the top. It rotates here at the bottom one too, so it gives you 3 areas of rotation that allow you to get all sorts of crazy poses that you can't get with most figures. And because it's so bare, it allows you to have the maximum articulation. The leg can actually rotate. Mine is actually really stiff. Wow, did not expect that. As you can see here, the leg can actually rotate all the way up and fold out. The leg is double jointed. There is a hinge that allows it to rotate all the way through and around. And there's a toe joint as well. So real quick, I want to show you guys that with the synthetic human, wow, the legs are really stiff. I'm really enjoying that. So articulation wise, if you want to do a quick spider jump or a pose, or you want to get into a ball, you can easily do all sorts of things with the synthetic human with no issue. If you want to put him in creepy, weird poltergeist or exorcist poses, not an issue. If you want him to just, look cool doing this, make an X gonna give it to you poses, it's not an issue. It's really, really cool. I love these, and I wish I could have more, and I probably will get more. Now, the only downside that some of you may see in this is that the test type doesn't come with a bunch of accessories. What you do get is an extra face, which you saw here on other human type. And what's really cool is that with the tool here, you can actually move the eyes around. So let's move in. So this allows you to move the eyes around any which way you want. So if you want to make googly eyes, or you want to do something weird, you can actually do it. Now it's crazy because for these eyes, they look like they're red, like they're worn out, like it's tired, it's been up forever. Considering it's a robot, you shouldn't be able to. But that's what's really cool about the test type human. Then you get closed fist. You start off with the open, regular, relaxed palms, and you get gun holding hands. Now what's really cool, or sword holding hands, depending on what you want to do. Now what's really cool about this, and I don't think this was expected, is that the 1000 toy stuff is actually very, very much compatible with little armory weapons. So, as you can see here, I gotta finish adding that back on. But as you can see here with the vector, it actually holds the little armory stuff just fine. So if you want your synthetic human to hold weapons, it's not an issue with the little armory stuff. Very easily compatible and cool. Real quick, I want to do a quick size comparison for those of you that may not have watched other reviews of these guys. So real quick, I'm going to get him in a nice standing pose. Ooh. The first thing I want to do is I want to compare him to the other 1000 toy stuff so you guys can see what's going on. Here he is next to a 1000 toys card. See, they're all the same height, or at least a similar height. Then you have him next to his exclusive type of the clear version, just as well, same height. Ooh. Let's pick his neck up. It's all about the same height. Next up, we're gonna do the normal type human, or I say normal type synthetic human. So you can see these guys are all the same height. But one thing you may not know, all the parts are compatible with each other. So if you want to swap out parts, you can easily do that. You can give him the crystal skull head, or you can give him this head. It's all vice versa, and it works out. Here he is next to an Articulated Icons Ninja. Shout out to AI for opening up their store, because I need to buy more ninjas. As you see, the Articulated Icons Ninja is just a tad bit taller, but still overall really nice. 1000 Toys Killy, who happens to be just a tad bit, actually around the same height. Here he is next to Kamen Rider Kuga, whose synthetic human actually be a tad bit taller than. Here he is next to Mezco Captain America, significantly smaller than Cap, but still works pretty good. I know I normally don't do this, but Figma's is the Figma Blood-Borne Hunter. Now, the Hunter's actually a little bit larger for a Figma, but as you can see, it clearly works just fine. He works a little bit in scale with them. Actually works very well in scale with them. Last but not least, here's a Marvel Legends Scarlet Spider, who is pretty much judging the synthetic human, if you don't already know. In the meantime, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Again, thank you to 1000 Toys. And as usual, I hope you do good, be good, drink your water. Later.